We want some engagement, man. So in the comments, how do y'all feel about brotherhood? Is it
Yeah.
really important? Are we tripping? You know what I'm saying? Does it really make it? Does it make sense to go, to the club and just buy an outfit and stand to the wall? Don't even do a 2-step. Is that does it make sense? You tell us.
Tell us.
You know what I'm saying? Let us know. Free noise. How y'all doing out there, man? Hope y'all living. Hope y'all breathing. Hope y'all doing good. New set, new thoughts, new attitude, new topics, new socks, new draws, new everything, man. I don't know. We coming different this time. We coming different. We coming more, just more different. That's the word, different.
Yeah, we got some different stuff on the way. We about to start having guests on. We about to start getting different takes on our conversations. But for today, to this evening,
Real quick, our sign is being fixed. We got
Yeah.
it with the neon sign. We got some.
Yes.
So I know y'all may be thinking, oh, where is it? We got some updates on that coming soon. Go ahead, bro.
yep. Let's rewind the clocks back a bit. Starting from your childhood. You had your friends. I'm speaking on the men. I'm speaking to us again. Yes, again, we're talking to us. Don't cry. Don't cry because this got to get talked about, especially in our culture. I have to do it. We got to talk about it, especially in our culture. We got our group of friends. We got our brotherhood, and then we grow up to teenage years, and we got our close friends. We start liking girls. We see the girls, but I ain't even gonna say the saying. Y'all know the saying, bros. Okay, and so we would go by that. Maybe make the code, blah blah blah. Then we get older.
Bros before those.
Yeah, bros before those.
Yes.
And then we get older. We get older. We start taking women in our lives a little bit more serious. And then we get married or get in a very, very serious, long relationship. And then the brotherhood disintegrates. Has that ever happened? Do that sound familiar in your circle? Maybe you have been in it. And I'm not knocking it. We just got to talk about it. Because I'm going to be honest, I'm speaking from experience. Not in the sense of I lost sense of my brotherhood, but in a sense of I paid too much attention. It's going to sound weird, but you got to follow me. I paid too much attention. I did the very mistake that most of us men do when we get in a serious relationship. In the beginning, we give all of our attention to the woman. We give all our attention to the woman. We spoil them. We in that stage, what they call it, the honeymoon stage when you get married. And your wife should be priority. So don't get it twisted. Y'all become one. She should be priority. But it's a way to do that. It's a way to prioritize your wife in a healthy way that shows true love. Because what's going to happen is almost like a child. If my son wanted ice cream for breakfast every day, and I give it to him, I spoil him with it every day, in due time, is that going to serve as a health to him or something that's going to be a downfall to him later on? We know the answer to that. And that's sometimes what we do in the beginning of our relationships. We give the men, I'm talking to us men, women may not like to hear it, but it's the truth. We give. We give too much, and we give y'all all of our attention. We give y'all everything. And then when we get deeper in a relationship, what happens? We get tired because we're only human, and we change. And then we're not doing so much of the things that you want us to do. And so you like, oh, I've been duped. You used to do this. Now you don't do that no more. It has to be a balance. But going back to my main point, one important factor happened in the middle of all that happening. The brotherhood is what I want to focus on. What do I mean when I say brotherhood? When I say brotherhood, what gets lost is the close bond of men that you grew up with, that you developed a bond with, that you start to create something with, and then you let it all go. Why? Because you gave all of your time and energy to your woman. What did that do in the end for you? You get burnt out, you change, and now you're not even in a position where you can give your woman all the things you want to give her. Now you in your 30s, now you in your 40s, and now you living a life that you wasn't intending to live. Why is a brotherhood important to what I'm saying to that? Because when men get together, it's different. Y'all men know what I'm talking about. You could be at work in the break room and it could be a mixed crowd and the break room is loud. Everybody talking, everybody having, and there's nothing wrong with that because it's a mix of men and women. But you ever been in a break room with just men in there? It's quiet. Our focus, we can focus. I'm not saying women is out to get us or down, and they are our downfall. They are not, because women was created for a reason. But we know what Proverbs say. We know what the book say about it. A woman can build her house up, or she could tear that boy down. And then the man, as far as it depends upon us, it's if we let her. It's if we allow it. And so a lot of times what happens is you have your standards. And I'm going to let you go. I'm sorry, bro. I'm going to wrap up my point. But we have our standards. We have what we grew up doing with our brotherhood. We have how we are. And then our women come in and they say, baby, we need to spend a little bit more time together. You spend too much time with your family. Baby, I don't like the way your mom said this to me and this and blah, blah, blah. And then it starts to get to a point where you find yourself in the middle of the closest person to you, and then the people you were with. Oh, baby, your friends, you were always with them. They did blah, blah. We need to do it. And so you get conflicted. The problem happens where you can't have a balance. So either you are too much with your guys and you neglect your wife, or you too much with your wife. But a lot of times it's the latter. We get too much with our wives because that's who in our household. And we want peace in our household. And so we compromise. And then what happens is they get too spoiled, and then the respect gets gone. Because you're not performing the way you did in the beginning. A brotherhood is very important. What happened to brotherhood? What really happened to men getting together and creating and building something? Not just something for themselves, but building something that having goals that mattered. That's going to put you in a position, you and your family, in a position that you want to be in. You're not even being who you want to be. And what's going to happen is you're going to subconsciously start to resent your woman. That's a whole nother topic right there. But let's just focus on the brotherhood.
The brotherhood.
My bad, bro.
No, that was much needed. The brotherhood. A brotherhood is what keeps men in check with their masculinity. I am not talking about macho-ness. I'm talking about the foundations of masculinity. I'm talking logic, courage, responsibility, and protection. We cannot stress enough how important brotherhood is. Me and him, this is an example of brotherhood. To the point where our brotherhood, our comradeship, whatever you want to call it, camaraderie, whatever, has shaped and morphed the people around us. To when they're around us, we encourage them. We have changed our family dynamics based off of our brotherhood. But nowadays, brotherhood is not really real, especially amongst younger people or the younger dudes I know. It's like it's a competition, but the competition is more what females do. who got the best hair, who has the best outfit on. Like, that's not what men do. That's not men do. Make men brotherhood can make men men again. Seriously. Like, it's to the point where there's nothing wrong. You have to put everything in the right order and priorities. For example, if you marry, your wife comes first. But if you are constantly, that's the only person you deal with, and that's a woman, you're gonna pick up female traits. You're gonna start acting like a woman. Men, brotherhood, it gives men grit. Grit. That means dirt on your face. That means stern resilience. That means a view to life as whatever comes, we gonna handle it. In of course, wholesome way. Yeah. Like, bro, it's to the point, bro, where like, bro, nowadays, man, you would go hang out with some guys and you'd be wondering, like, man, am I with some females or who am I with? For example, how many of y'all have went to a club? Let's say a dance place where you can dance, either a bar with a dance floor or a club, whatever. And you get in there and the guys like the women. Standing to the, not enjoying the, you will go out with your bros. The manly thing to do is not like, to be real, the manly thing to do when you go out with your bros is not to see, oh, let me see how much women I can get. It's to have a good time with the people you came with. Period. That's the priority. That's the first thing. It's to the point now where a man will sit against the wall, wait for the woman to come. Well, I wore this outfit. Let me put this on and just stand here.
That atmosphere, that whole atmosphere, that changed.
And then now,
that's a whole nother topic.
And then now you mess up the brotherhood where you want attention. Your thing is to get the most attention. Like, you got dudes that's on social media and they like attention. Like women, like they want attention more than these women do. But the important thing with a brotherhood is that it builds families. It builds strength in men. Because when stuff go down, you have that backing.
And can I touch on the point you made when you said if you land up with your woman and she all you around and you land up with her all day, you with her all day every day, you end up developing these feminine traits. And you really notice that if you ever been around just guys, it's so easy for us to be in our masculine energy. And please I don't want to keep explaining what I mean when I say masculine. It's not about no healthy masculine, just men. But the way you would see the same men interact with women, we automatically dim down to this, get deep down into this feminine and start, our voice change.
Yeah.
We talking, we got to talk, hey man, hey, what up, bro? And then when a woman, hey, hi. But in reality, the woman is looking for that same man that was in that room with all the men.
Facts.
So you get the point? If your wife, your spouse, whoever you are with, she really want that type. She want him. She don't want herself. She act like it. It's just like my child. He really don't want ice cream every morning because if I did that, he'll have a stomach ache. He'd get out of shape. He'll be unhealthy. Yeah. But he think he want that. And a woman, I'm going to just be honest. Listen, follow me. I'm going to be honest. A woman thinks she want her man all day long. She want that. It's me. She want that feeling. It's me and you versus the world. No, it's not.
Because she going to start to look at you.
Because you're going to develop. You have things to do.
Yeah.
You need to go out. You have something. You got things to do. And it ain't just waking up and going to work and then coming. You're not going to be. You're going to have this hole in you. There's going to be this hole in you. And we talking to the men, but that's why women, get out your man's way. Get out his way and watch what he become. Because you can't stand him now, but watch what he become. I just wanted to say that.
No, I get it. Nah, it's right. And I know we see both sides. Women hold some accountability, but men, dudes,
we're just talking about it because
because my thing, is this is the brotherhood. It's like dudes get together, and like they're it's like 10 of y'all and y'all all soft. Like y'all. Like all, and I'm not saying on some tough junk.
It's a whole different ball game this day and age.
I'm not saying it's on some tough junk like y'all gotta go fight and Spartacus and 300 and all them. That's not what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I'm
elaborate on that. What you mean by that
soft? Soft is like we gonna get together and just see who can get the most attention. But that's what girls do when they go out. Yeah, I've seen dudes like I'll get the most attention. Like, so we here not to have a good time. We here so you can see if you can get some attention with this shirt you bought.
But let's get deep. When we gonna get together as men? When we gonna get together to make something?
To do something, to create something.
It's good to go have fun. We do need that too. To let loose, but think about your family. I want you to, if you listen to this and you a man in our culture, I want you to really consider your family dynamic. And I'm not talking about like your household. I'm talking about your whole family, your mom, your whole family dynamic. I want you to think about that whole dynamic. The men in your family. Are they getting together sometimes to see how they can make things better in the family?
Facts. Because
that's necessary.
Mm-hmm.
See, we get so involved in our own family. In my house, this is my household. They got what they got going on. They got what they got going on. This is my family.
Mm-hmm.
You can do that if you want to. You're gonna struggle. And I ain't talking about like finite. You're just gonna struggle.
Yep.
You're gonna still feel empty.
Yep.
It don't have to be often. You don't have to get together every week. It can be once a month. You can get all the men in your family and y'all can talk about how y'all can make something better so that we can better deal with our women. We can better protect our women.
Yeah.
They can regain some trust in us. Yeah, they might get upset for like, you always going out? Nah, you always going to go get, we doing something. And she gonna see a difference and then she gonna be like, oh. But if every time when y'all get out, when y'all wives let y'all get out, because a lot of people get out because they have to get let out. When they let y'all get out, now y'all going crazy like y'all doing what he talking about.
You going crazy.
But then we don't never have time left for the real conversations like this.
Yes. You going crazy because you're held back. It's like a kid that was always placed inside a box. And the moment you open that box out, they going to go crazy because they never had. And that's the thing. When you have a brotherhood, when you have a consistent basis, the brotherhood is going to check you. The brotherhood is going to build you up as a man. And the thing is, with having a group of brothers, men together who are skillful, bro, they build each other up in skill. And just like Proverbs said, a skilled man will be before kings. That puts you in front of people. So now you got networking based off of skill sets that you have learned. Man,
you want success? That's what they.
And sitting up in the house,
let's believe that
eating
they
ice cream, watching Netflix ain't gonna help.
Eat ice cream, watching Netflix.
It ain't gonna help as a man.
Seriously.
And then a lot of dudes be wondering like, I'm depressed, man. I feel like because you're not being a man. You look over your woman being a woman. She going out. She shop when she want to. She get on the phone to gossip with her girls. She go to tea parties. She doing everything a woman wants to do, except you don't do nothing that you want to do as a man. Wholesome things. Gym. The basketball court. Business meetings. Heck, just going out to share a drink with a friend. That's not your wife.
But brotherhood.
Brotherhood.
It is very much so important.
Because another thing that can be discussed in a brotherhood with is how y'all can build all y'all families can go up. How all the families of each individual involved can go up. This is not about, segregate from your women and no. This is about build these families up.
This is for your women. It's for the families. Because in reality, when you really think about it, what is a man's end goal? Fact. At the end of the day, you doing everything you doing for your family. When you go to work, yeah, it's for yourself. But when you go, I know what I'm talking about because if you ever fail in your family, if you ever lose your wife or you ever, your children are if you ever lose anything, you're gonna feel like a failure because at the end of the day, that's all you was meant to be doing is keeping this family together. And so it's imperative, it's important. I'm calling right now the men in our life, our bros. We had a little bit of this conversation, but we got even now, we have to do something different because everybody talking about getting rid of these generational curses and all this stuff. That stuff is important, yes, but it starts with the men.
Look, man, play Bloody Knuckles. Slap some dirt on your face. Get some
Play
grit,
Bloody
bro.
Knuckles.
You remember
Go
Bloody
30
Knuckles?
seconds.
Go 30 seconds.
You know, people ain't
Something.
trying to go 30 seconds.
No, they not. But no, like, put some dirt on your face. Like, man, let's bring grit back, bro. Bring grit. Like, you know, y'all probably too young for this, but like the old westerns, John Wayne, Clint Eastwood, they had grit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
But it's a whole
Wesley
this
Snipes
day
and
and age.
Blade.
It's like an epidemic, pandemic type thing. Especially, it's a whole thing where we switching roles. That's another topic. We might touch on that about the role switching that's going on. Men is being women and women is being men.
Yeah. That's a weird.
We might talk about that on the next one or
I
in
want
a
to
future episode.
We're gonna bring more, bring different minds in. So we're adding minds on the mic. I like to say. So we're gonna bring different guests in with different perspectives.
And let's do that.
Let's do that.
When we do that, let that be the topic. So we can get other people, like you said, other minds.
Yeah.
And let that be the topic of this role switch. I like that. We get some women on. We get some women takes. We get some guy takes.
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah. That way we can really talk about it.
Yeah.
But it got to be it's going to be different. It has to be in a healthy way. I don't want to do the typical pointing finger things. It's on this podcast. It's gonna be accountability. So if you dare sit in this chair, you will be taking accountability. I don't care if you're a woman. I don't care who you are. Be my mama. Mama, you get on here. Hey, cut that out. You gonna cut that part out. But yeah, everybody gonna take accountability. But anyways, man, we just wanted to get out, and it's so much. This conversation is not done. It can get so much deeper, and it will. And we're gonna talk about it more.
And we want some engagement, man. So in the comments, how do y'all feel about brotherhood? Is it really important? Are we tripping? You know what I'm saying? Does it make sense to go, you know, to the club and just buy an outfit and stand to the wall? Don't even do a two-step? Does it make sense? You tell us.
Tell us.
You know what I'm saying? Let us know.
But it's free noise, y'all. You know what I'm saying? We if you ain't got nothing, I ain't got nothing else, man. I'm done with them. I'm done with y'all for today. We'll come back to something else.
We love y'all, man. Comment.
This is out of love.
Comment and subscribe.
Please do.
Reach out to us. Continue to follow us. We'll continue to be consistent and give you guys content and some topics to think about and talk about.
Yep.
So peace to y'all.
Love y'all. Peace.